Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Fahim Muhammad from class 10, and today I will be giving a presentation on the famous Israeli and Palestinian conflict. But before starting my presentation, I would like to make some things clear. First is that I do not believe in demonizing any religion, any nation or its people. And second thing is that the main purpose of this presentation, Israeli-Palestinian conflict, will be to spread knowledge. Statements will not be biased. So let's start this conflict from its historical importance or historical background. If we look into the history, in the human history, especially in the history of the Middle East, we saw there that in the Middle East many religions emerged, and some of them religions were the Abrahamic religions, which include three main religions. First was Judaism, second was Christianity, and third was Islam. And the most important site or the most important holiest city, which we call, for these three Abrahamic religions was Jerusalem, whose earlier name was Elia or Jerusalem. For the Jews, this place is very important because Jews believe that this was the first place where from King David, in Islam whom we call as Dawood al-Islam, Jews believe that Jerusalem was his capital and he ruled this area over 3000 years back. And second thing is that Jews believe that first temple of Jews was built by King Suleiman, or whom they call as Solomon, the first temple. And many countries or many empires throughout the human history have tried to control Jerusalem because it is important for these three religions. Like Romans attacked it. After Romans, there was Crusader wars between Salahuddin Ayyub rahmatullahi Allah and other Crusade nations, Balian de Ibelin, Richard the Lionheart, we saw there. And Muslims controlled it from 1100s to 1923. In this period, there was the rule of the Caliphate, the Ottoman Caliphate. And for the Christians, this place is also very important because Christians believe that this was the place where Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, was crucified. And this was the place where he spent his whole childhood. And for Islam, this place is really important. In Islam, we believe that this was the place from where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, took his journey to Miraj or Al-Isra. And Muslims also believe that this was the first Qibla before Mecca. So, the three Abrahamic religions have very importance for this region. That's why what makes it a conflict zone. From history, from 1920s to till now, many accords and many settlements were used to solve this issue, but all those settlements or all those meetings failed. And second, we were going to say the British mandate. Like I said, that Muslims ruled this area from 1100 to 1923, and when in 1923 the Ottoman Empire was abolished through the Treaty of Lausanne, what happened here that this area of Palestine was declared, or its mandate was given to the British Empire by the League of Nations. And after that, this period, during the period of the British mandate, this period saw the inflow of the Jewish immigration. Many Jews throughout the world, which were dispersed throughout the world, they started to settle in the historic Palestinian region. And after that, we are going to discuss about UN's partition plan in 1947. In 1947, UN decided to partition this area, and UN proposed a two-nation theory. UN said that many territories will be given to the Jewish immigrants and many territories will be given to the Palestinian Muslims. The Jewish immigrants accepted this plan, but the Palestinian Muslims or the Arab countries like Egypt, Jordan and Syria, they rejected this proposal, and the partition plan resulted in the 1948 Arab-Israeli war, which resulted in the winning of Israel, and Israel took many territories of the Palestinian people. And after the 1948 war, we saw there the displacement of the Palestinians. Thousands of Palestinians were killed, their homes were destroyed, and the Jews took over the Palestinian territories here. After this displacement, there was a 6-day war between Israel and the three major Arab countries. The three major Arab countries at that time were Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. They fought against the Israel in 1948 war and in 1967 war, and it resulted in the winning of Israel again. And Israel took these territories, like the Golan Heights were then conquered by Israel, West Bank, Sinai Peninsula, and the Gaza Strip. And from 1967 to 1990s, there was a continuous conflict between Israel and the Palestine. And in 1990s, the president of Palestine, Yasser Arafat, tried to accommodate these problems. And he said in the Oslo Accords, he said that Israel must end their occupation in the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. And the result of this Oslo Accords were that Israel ended their occupation in some parts of the Western Bank and the Gaza Strip. But this plan was not completely successful, as Israel then again tried to do settlements in these regions of the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. And finally, in 2005, Gaza Strip was liberated, or the Israelis left the Gaza Strip. And from that time to 2005 till now, this area is still controlled by a militant group called as Hamas. Hamas' main purpose is to liberate the Gaza Strip and the Israel and the Palestinian territories as a whole. And if we look into the whole issue, so we should be very rational on this issue. We should not be biased. Our statements should not be biased. We have the same origin, like Islam and Judaism have the same origin. So why should we fight on the basis of religion? Jews and I believe that Jews, Christians, and Muslims are brothers, and we should live in peace. So there should be a settlement. I believe that there should be two-nation theory in these two areas. Like many people said, like Mahatma Gandhi said, that the Israeli and the Palestinian conflict could only be solved by the two-nation theory. There is nothing other solution to this issue. So I hope that you have understood this issue, and I hope that you will be really rational and you will not judge or you will not demonize any religion. It is people and nation. Thank you and have a great day.